I am so glad you are here. It is Divine Saturday in my world, so we're going to talk about the number six and how it relates to tarot. So, the number six, just generally in numerology, is about nurturing, and it's often seen as sort of a mommy symbol. But I would also hasten to add that there's an element of responsibility in the number six. It's sort of like being the one who takes care of, which means taking responsibility for yourself and the people immediately around you in your life. So think, yes, nurturing, the art of nurturing, the artistry of making a beautiful loaf of bread, for example, or if you are buying your bread, and that'd be me, making that perfect sandwich. It is an art form. So there's art, there's nurturing, and there is a taking of responsibility for yourself and others, all wrapped up in how we look at the number six numerologically. So how does that play out in the 5 cards it appears in tarot? Well, I've got this lovely used deck, the Sacred Circle Tarot, got the book and the deck so we can talk about it. So let's start with Major Arcana. 6 is usually, in most decks, the Lovers. So how is that about nurturing or responsibility? Well, usually the Lovers is about romance, but it doesn't have to be. Really, the Lovers is always about making a choice. And that means taking responsibility for your life, no matter how you slice it. So if it's coming up in a reading that's all about your career, it means that you might get 2 competing job offers soon, or a promotion, and an offer to move to a department that's closer to what you want in a large company. It's about the choice that you're going to have to make, right? So Major Arcana, a choice is being thrust upon you. You need to decide what's best for you, because you're going to get the responsibility of handling whatever comes as a result of making that choice. Now, how it plays out in the Minor Arcana, oh gosh, my favorite would have to be the 6 of Wands, because things are finally starting to pay off. You got through the beginning of a new project in the Ace of Wands. You got through the early completion stage, the 3 of Wands. You've been kind of struggling a bit for a while with the 5 of Wands. Now you're at 6. Not everybody thought this risk you were taking was going to pay off. 6 of Wands says it's paying off. And not only you will be aware of it, but folks will see it around you in the situation. They'll understand. Then there is the 6 of Cups, about nurturing, about diving into your past sometimes to nurture yourself. It can mean that you are referencing things from your past that help you deal with what's happening now, or it can mean wallowing in the past to help you ignore what's happening now. It can also mean someone's coming from your past and entering into your life again and will have an effect on whatever's going on around you. So 6 is nostalgic, but it's nostalgic for those things of home and love and relationships that are rewarding for everyone involved. And then there is the 6 of Pentacles, or coins, in this case, shields. This has to do with the largesse of other people. And I have always relied on the kindness of strangers. That's what this card's all about. You are going to benefit through the largesse of someone else. Maybe this means you get a scholarship. Maybe it means that somebody you're romantically involved in gets a bonus and decides to take you both on a vacation. I don't know, but something will happen for someone else that's really good, and they're going to bring you along for part of the ride. Enjoy it and be appreciative. And then finally, I have the 6 of Swords. Ooh, swords were a rough route to get to the 6s. And in 6, you're going to get your peace of mind back. You're going to be able to go into that nurturing place for you and console yourself. You might, again, be involved in travel when this one comes up. That sometimes is related to travel, as well as that coins or Pentacles 6, which is really the largesse of someone else. So could be travel, could be anything. This is more closely tied to travel travel that is good for the soul, nurturing to who you are as a person. So whenever you see a 6, think nurturing, think taking responsibility for things, even if you have to make a decision, and think about reliance or escape to the past in your own life. That's my quickie on 6 and tarot. I hope you all had a wonderful time with it. We'll use this deck until someone buys it out from under me, and then we'll use a different used deck. So in the meantime, on behalf of myself and everyone here at Negus Books and Herbs at 2520 Central Avenue Northeast in Minneapolis, and at megusbooks.com. Thank you all for doing all of the magical things you do all day to make the world a better place, including, of course, the liking, the clicking, the subscribing, the commenting, all the good stuff for us as well.